Perks case, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Could you tell me with confidence that when their salary was increased from nothing to 16,000, the corruption stopped?
No, I did not say that, sir.
Okay. That means it didn't stop. You have a guaranteed opinion that now it is becoming 50,000, corruption will stop in politics?
No, it will serve only a handful of people who are uncorrupt. See, the justice says 100 criminals can escape, but one innocent should not be punished. In that way, some MPs who are uncorrupt will be served with the purpose. When crores of people are squandered, and this is not going to be a thing to be considered.
Yeah, I think I have no further answer for that because so far as Karnataka is concerned, we have gone to the village level also. We have officers in every district headquarters. We have asked the officers in the district headquarters to visit at least one taluka every week on a notified day so that they can interact with the locals there and have some problem which they can solve it by interacting with the local officers to solve it. Otherwise, send that problem to us. We will do that. Now, once they finish the talukas, there are 28 districts are there. Each district has about 6 to 7 talukas. Once they're finished with that, we'll be asking them to go to as many villages as possible to interact with the people. It is only through interaction we can bring about some sort of a knowledge about the functioning of the institution and what is good governance may be made known to them. I have no comments on Tamil Nadu. I believe there is no Lokayukta here. I'll preempt you by saying no for that question. I have already made this statement that if I ever contest an election at any point of time, don't give me vote, but give me a slap. Although that is, if said in Kannada, it sounds more rhyming. Vote kodibedi, eight kodi anta. If they nominate me also, I will not go there. Even if they pull me and drag me also, I will not go there. Because I have my own opinion about that system, and therefore I'm not going to be there. Well, today's topic didn't contain that, but I have my own opinion about the role of the press and present-day ownership of the press. You must have read in Outlook magazine a few months back a news item called The Paid News. It's very, very disappointing that the media, which on its own good work came to the status of a constitutional organ. Constitutionally, only 3 organs were created, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. But this came up as a 4th estate, recognized by everybody as one of those organs which really protects the interest of the people and also pleads on behalf of the... Unfortunately, like the society that we are in, there are some good media, but the existence of even some small number of media like this is another threat to democracy.
Sir, in your opinion, what tools are available to civil society to legitimately bring pressure upon the political classes? Do you believe legislation like RTI can be used more effectively?
Certainly.
And I think ultimately, isn't it a question of naming and shaming and bringing a lot of pressure that will possibly bring some change? How can I, as a citizen, make my contribution to this process easier?
I can only give you an example. It's one's attitude should change before you could even attempt to make a change in others or the system. When the BBMP elections were on, that's the Bangalore Municipal Corporation elections were on, I joined an organization to go on speaking to people to go and vote. Doesn't matter to whom you vote, but go and vote. It may not make changes in the political system, but the fear that people in large numbers go and vote itself is sufficient, is what was my thinking and all. Then at that point of time, one gentleman wrote an article in Indian Express. It was titled, Netaji, tell me why I should vote. You don't give me water, I get bottled water to drink. You don't give me water to my bathroom, I get tankers to come. You don't give me electricity, I get generator to come. I don't believe in your law and order system, I have security system in my house. Tell me, Netaji, why should I vote? Sounds very interesting. But how many such lucky people are there in the city of Bangalore? We are about 70 lakh people. There may not be 700 of such people. Or let's assume 7,000. I gave a rebuttal. I'll give the reason why you must vote. Don't go out of your house. Does your cook have the same drinking water, same toilet water, same security, same electricity that you have? Does your watchman, does your mali, does anybody have the same facility that you have? Now you think of the rest of the thing. They require one administration which, if not today, tomorrow will provide them with the basic necessity. Don't think of yourself. You have everything. You don't lose nothing by going and voting. Everybody says, who should I vote in this list of scoundrels? Take a gamble and vote. It is not the matter. It is shameful to say in a city like Bangalore, the voting percentage was 41%. Why do you want democracy then? If 41% of the people are electing, and even those elected persons, I must give you another anecdote. I'm sorry, I'm taking more time than they are taking. One day when we caught an MLA receiving money in the MLA's quarters, then he was brought, because all Lokayukta office has been declared as a police station under section 2K of the Criminal Procedure Code. He begged us, please don't take me to produce me before the magistrate now, because there'll be a lot of press. After the magistrate goes home, or the special judge goes home, please produce me there. We believed him. By about 7 o'clock, a 20 group came, barged in straight, and went to the floor where he was being provided with all the luxuries, which he should not have been given, and started kicking the door which was locked, abusing my police officers. And I happened to be in my chamber, so I went up. Then I told them, I said, what is this? One of them said, do you know who I am? I am an MLA. I am elected representative of the people. We can come anywhere, visit anywhere, inspect anything. So I said, gentlemen, you are mistaken. You are not anywhere. You are in a police station. You can't just walk in and say, I'm an MLA, I want to meet an accused. And he said, no, it's your officers misbehaved. I said, please look up. There are CCTV cameras everywhere in my office. Then he cooled down a bit. And I said, we can charge every one of you for trespass because there is a register there. You ought to have registered your name. You didn't do that. Afterwards, I was a little curious. I went into the Karnataka Election Commission website and went into the the constituency polling system. His constituency had 1,60,000 voters. 90,000 had voted for him. He got 37,000 votes. And he was the first poll reacher. So he got elected. Out of 160,000 voters, he got 37,000 votes. What is he beating his chest to say that I am the people's representative? Yes. No, I don't find, I mean, my knowledge may be limited. I really do not find any other system of governance to this country, be it beneficial dictatorship, we call it anything, it will be for the benefit of the very few only. It can never be in this large scale. Only thing is, we ourselves have allowed to grow this. When a traffic policeman puts his hand out and asks for money, do you say no? I'll go to the court and pay my fine. Or I'll contest the case. No, because it's not convenient to you. So for our convenience sake, we have forsaken our democratic rights. We can't complain on that basis. In 2007, I'm not thinking about it today, one TV channel interviewed me. That was 60th year of Indian independence. They asked me a question. Who amongst the last 60 years whom you can identify as the ideal Indian? They expected Mahatma Gandhi, so and so and everybody. I said, in spite of suffering this maladministration, corruption in this country, still who upheld the democracy in this country is that ordinary Indian, he is my ideal man.
Correct.
You see your neighbors who became independent along with us and became democratic countries, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Burma, Sri Lanka. Where is the democracy there? We are better off than them in spite of this the shortcomings. I wouldn't say shortcomings, long shortcomings and all. In spite of that, we are much better off.
Sir.
Yes, it is very effective. Unfortunately, it is being misused also. We got to stem that misuse of it and make a practice and good use of it, because you can get wonderful information which exposes the system. I don't know about Tamil Nadu. In Karnataka, I can say that it certainly has been a successful thing. At the same time, there is a need for a Whistleblowers Act also.
Sir, you know, IAS officers are conducting the administration from state level and national level. Their number is about 5,000 at national level. That's also. They are at the decision-making places all over India. I think without the connivance and the consent of these officers, no politician can indulge in any corrupt activity. Being a comparatively small number, if we make them to tread right path, if we make them adhere to rules and regulations and be honest, I think 90% of the corruption will be weeded out from this country. Why not make these small number of people to trade in the right path and be honest, which is an easier way than fighting corruption in an enormous way and so many.
That's one of the methods by which you can.
The easiest method.
Could be, if it could be done that easily, yes, it could be easy. That's why I got my own long-term thinking. That's why I go to.
They are all learned people, highly knowledgeable, highly intelligent people. They can be put to the right path easily.
Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Thank God you asked this question after the gentleman went away. I'm one with you in my thinking. See, I don't think they should, if they are really servants of the people, they should not expect any remuneration. Maybe put them in one special train or special bus and send them to their respective constituencies and bring them back at the time of this thing. Close the door outside so that they can't go out until this thing is over. I mean, we are really making a mockery of the system.
So I have one more question. Why can't we make none of the above options in the EVM? Why can't we have it in the EVM? Why do you have to fill a separate script for the 4946?
Recently, somebody has found fault with the functioning of the EVM also. The better person is sitting here who can answer that question. I didn't even know how the EVM works, but I've used it.
Would you like to nominate anybody to succeed you in the future?
No, I'm not into that. The work that I got legitimately I have to do is much more than this type of. Look, that apart, I'm a very suspicious person. Therefore, I have no. Yeah, my first request was the so moto power of this thing. My second was to amend the Lokayukta Act to see that the sanction is deemed to have been granted if the Lokayukta approves the filing of the charge sheet. We don't have to go to the government to seek permission of the thing. Ultimately, we are only seeking power to take them to the court steps. We are not asking the power to punish them. Well, see, there is another very important thing. In 1988, while amending the Prevention of Corruption Act, they included the bribe giver also an accused with the same degree of punishment. If today you are an ordinary citizen, I am a public servant, for doing some official job, you have to pay me bribe and I am receiving bribe, you are giving bribe, both of us are caught. If I have to be tried, then governor's sanction is necessary. Depending upon my influence, I'll stall the sanction. To take you to the court, there is no sanction necessary. This is democracy, where we say people are the bosses. But so far as the public servant is concerned, he has a special protection which ordinary man doesn't have. According to me, I'm not trying to influence the judges here, this section is per se arbitrary under Article 14. You can't have different laws for different persons for the same crime.